Hey guys, what is up? Schlappy here. Happy Tuesday. We are playing some Creativerse on the Project Singularity Creativerse server. And we are over here at the beautiful museum area. Look at this. It's a lovely Creativerse day. 7 in the morning, ready to go. Still got that morning chill on. And I've been doing some work in my time away. I say work, it really didn't take very long. I laid out this entire side though, including labeling where stuff's going to go. Haunted blocks, architect blocks, Mayan, and it's kind of cool. So it goes all the way over. I've got every label in the build category selected. So everything in here has a little room now. And I've tried to make it so that the bigger categories have a bit more room and blah, blah, blah. But we have pathways going to each one. And now it's a matter of building the room, filling it up, you know, all that jazz. And you can see this is just like an empty thing. This is where we're going to put a giant hall where we just have a couple of every block. So we're going to have rooms with the individual blocks and then one big room with hopefully at least one of every block. It's a bit ambitious to do an entire room, but I'm like, well, we're already creating all of them, so we might as well have a giant room. I kind of want it to be underground though, so you can't really see it. But this is a nice shape. You kind of got an O, and then over on that side, hopefully underground. I think it'll work out nicely. And I like this area. I like the pathway. You know, we have some offshoots, which I kind of think, you know, add to it. So if we go back a little bit, I like having stuff like this, where it's kind of an offshoot. You can see where it is, but it's kind of like down a tiny little hallway. And we're going to continue with that sort of vibe. So yeah, you know, down here we have, this could be the basic blocks. We have Moroccan. And then, yeah, I think it's going to be just a cool thing, man. I think it's going to be all right. Holiday, bungalow. Rustic has a lot of blocks. Rustic has a lot of blocks. Some of these are way bigger than the other ones. Oh, Rustic's not that big. What was the one that was really big? Stone. Mantle has a lot. Moroccan has a lot. I tried to give them room based on how much they have. So that's kind of this area. At least organized. It's still a lot of work to actually do it, but at least it's organized. And I did one other thing. So if you guys saw the video yesterday, it was just me experimenting with the signs. I was trying out different color things and whatnot, and it's pretty whatever. It was just sort of something I was curious about, so I played with it, decided to show you guys a little bit. I'm not an expert by any stretch, but in this side we have our, you know, our redstone stuff. Not redstone, machinery. Wrong game. We have our machinery stuff, and I like doing this. I put one with signs, and I'm just going to sort of do, you know, I just put some of the size stuff. I don't know if it fits in here. I also used bedrock sideways, which I think really looks nice with this block, so I might switch the rooms over to be like this. It's really cheap. It's very simple. It's very basic. So the rooms in this section might end up looking like this. I think we're all caught up now. That's pretty much all I did off camera. I think what I want to do now... Oh, look. It's a big old trog. Big old trog. I think what I want to do now is tackle one of these rooms. I think what I might do is just do one of these rooms an episode sort of thing. There is something else I want to work on today, but we might as well start by just finishing one of these rooms. Let's see. Basic. Let's just check out basic. Basic. Is basic the top one? Yeah, basic is this one. Oh, we can do this one easily. I'm going to do the basic room right now. I think that'll be cool. And then I want to do a different project. It's actually not at the museum. Yeah, so I'm going to do that basic room. We'll take a look at it and then on to something else. All right, one room done. I went a little bit overboard. So in the basics tabs, only the grass and dirt stairs are there, but I also just put the slab and the slope. I don't really see harm in that, but yeah, that's one room done. One of these a day, and all of a sudden we'll be done in 14 days or whatever. But yeah, pretty slick. And then, yeah, pretty basic going in. I left a lot of glass because, you know, this side, there's going to be one there, but whatever. I just left a lot of glass because this is sort of on the edge. It's kind of on the corner, so there's just a lot of open space and, you know, some nice views. So might as well make it a little glass heavy. But yeah, and then I just fill up chests that are close to things with all the blocks that we used, and all of a sudden we're good. So that's one down. Now I want to head over to spawn to work on something. I'm just going to clear out my inventory a bit, and I'll meet you guys over there. Now, after yesterday's little experiment with signs, I wanted to go change the scoreboard one. And I thought I would do the walk. I am growing to like this terraforming thing. I do think there needs to be another block. I'm thinking I might put cobblestone in places, just to add some more texture and depth. Because right now it's sort of, you know, eh. But I think we can upgrade the terraformation. We can upgrade the beautification of everything. So let's get in there. Let's go size equals 3. Is that big enough? Let's go maybe, let's try 5. Yeah, do we want to color though? I think the white blends in a little too much. What color do we want? Color equals black. Is that gonna work? Is black a color here? It's black with a white outline. If I'm up in the stands, I can see that. That's pretty good. Do I want it even bigger, though? Let's go, like, 10. No, that goes that way. Okay, how big can we get it before it goes wonky? I think that's pretty good. There's probably a color that might be a little bit better, but I don't mind that. And then you got a scoreboard you can see easily. This place is coming together, man. I like this. I just need to get someone else on to play against. Anywho, what did I want to work on today? I said it was over at spawn. It's not really. I thought I might build it at spawn, and then I remembered I already kind of picked a location for what I want to build today. So, we're going to head over there. I'm going to grab a few supplies, because there's not much over there. There's a few supplies I need, but I'm pretty excited about what I'm going to build today. And, yeah, it's not actually over here, but... You know, I look around this area, and I like what we did with the terraforming. I want to add some cobblestone, maybe a few other textures, but then also there's just like a lot of ground where it's not there yet. So I think that might be kind of cool. I was thinking, you know, it might be kind of cool to like build like a little beach thing over here. We can extend the path over, maybe have some stuff on the way, but maybe have something on the beach. I've seen some cool like beach houses that people have done on servers, and it might be kind of cool to have something like that. I don't know. There's too many ideas, man. It's the problem with a game where you can do anything. Anyway, let's head over to what I want to do today, because it's not actually at spawn. Okay. Okay, we're over here at what was going to be the place where we put all of the different items. And this actually worked out beautifully, because there was something I wanted to build that I basically wanted two different biomes. I wanted a canyons, and I wanted like an ice plains, frozen ocean, whatever you want to call this biome here. We happen to have them both here, which is lovely. So basically what I want to do is have little, not like mini games, more like obstacle course type things. So I was over here not too long ago playing with the gliders, and talk about like doing a glider obstacle course, which is still something I want to do. It's not what I want to tackle today. Today I want to do a bit more fun with like it's like a race course. Yeah, it's going to be a race course where you try and collect... Well, no. It's going to be a race course. There's going to be teleporters, there's going to be fans, there's going to be all kinds of stupid little things that you have to try and get through and try and beat the other person, the person you're racing, to the end. You can also probably do it by time if there's nobody else on the server. But that's sort of what I want to do here. My first, actually, the big thing I'm thinking about right now is, so we're using the Adobe wall over here, whatever, it's fine. But then I was wondering if I want to use the colored Adobe or the concrete. I want to have a red team and a blue team. Those are colors that are in Creativerse all over the place, so I can use all kinds of different textures for red and blue. So yeah, I'm gonna go sleep away the night and do this in the morning though, so we have a bit more light to decide. But yeah, there's going to be 2 teams, and it's going to be a race. It's going to be fun. Give me a second here. Okay, I think we did this not too long ago, but here are kind of our palette options. You know what might be the big deciding factor for me right now is that if I use the concrete, I need to use a bunch of siltstone to make it, and I'm using siltstone like crazy for the walkway in the museum. So I'm like, I don't want to dig up more siltstone. So let's go with the adobe wall. It's nice, it's beautiful, it's easy. So in this area here, I'm gonna have some sort of landing where when you teleport in from spawn or wherever, there's gonna be some sort of landing where we're gonna have rooms to go to the various different obstacle courses or whatever. So that's what's gonna be over here. And then we're gonna have the start line sort of this direction here. So the first minigame I want to do is sort of a straight obstacle course. I think I want to put in a no glider rule for this one. We'll have the glider course. So this is going to be a non-pro. You don't need pro to do this one. I want to mix in parkour and various other things. The downside about doing it over the ocean is if you jump in the water in this game, it's going to take you a bit of time to like get out. It's going to take a bit of time, which is kind of cool. I'm also terrible at parkour, so that's always fun too. So this should be kind of interesting to build. So what I'm going to do is instead of having sort of one pathway, we're going to have various pathways. So you're going to have like a blue one and a red one. And the red team jumps from red to red, the blue from blue to blue. That way, I don't think you bump each other in this game. Yeah, I think if it's 2 players, you just run through each other. But this way, it's just kind of cool because you have the 2 teams. Yeah, and then what I might do is... no, there's going to be nothing else. So then we're going to have a parkour all the way to that center island that we built. And then we'll change it to something else. Yeah. So anyway, let me try out some parkour. The only downside of building it in the water is that it's kind of, well, actually, if we build it at water height. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Now we don't have to place blocks. Okay. And they're going to be mirror images of each other, I do suppose. This is the center of that. They're going to be mirror images of each other, just flipped. So anyway, I'm going to start building, and I'll update you guys as we go. Okie dokie, we got some stuff done. Yeah, I really like the way it looks. I think it's cool. All the sandstone in the middle is going to be gone. I got a blue start, a red start. This area is all gonna be terraformed and whatever. I'm not gonna do that today though. I'll do that another time. And I know I'm starting another big project, but you know what? Make some fun little obstacle courses and mini games. You know, maybe there'll be a bunch, maybe there'll be like 2, I don't know. But it's fun to do, so whatever. I like having a lot of stuff to do. But yeah, this is, it's kind of fun. It's a frustrating thing to build. I'll say that much. It's fairly easy. I actually haven't done it. Ooh. No, I missed it. So I put a white adobe wall in the middle in areas where you might fall and not be able to get back up. So like all these ones on the water you can get back on top of from the water, but like these guys you can't. So I put the white adobe wall in the middle, and then you can kind of, so it's almost like a checkpoint. This one's kind of tough. No, we're good. We're good. Ooh, I missed that one. How did I miss that one? Come on. I mean, I can kind of cheat and just go back in the water, but anyway, yeah, you get the idea. It's all that. I'm going to make it a little bit harder from here on out, but there was one thing I wanted to try. Yeah, I've made all these jumps, so I'll build it and then make sure it's possible. I just haven't done them in continuum, you know what I mean? So from one thing to the next is all possible. There's a little bit of server lag because it's a European server, so I'm only going to play against Americans. No, but yeah, they're all possible. I'll build it and then make sure it's possible and then move on. And I've been mirroring it, which is probably the hardest part. Is just like mirroring it on either side. I think it looks pretty cool though. Once I get rid of the sandstone, I think it's going to look really neat. Yeah. So this is what this is going to look like. It's going to keep going. But there was one thing I want to try. I have to go get a block phaser. Because I was thinking not so much for this section here, but it might be kind of cool if there's blocks. Like you can almost do like Mario, where like a block will disappear and then reappear. Or like Poi, which I've been playing recently. You know, something like that where like disappears and reappears might be really neat. This is going to be low tech though, this one. Maybe when we get to the islands, we can add some like cool technology, maybe trapdoors that open and close, something like that. But yeah, so I'm going to keep going, but I'm going to go grab some block phasers just to see if we can do it. But I'm going to keep going with this. I want to add some slopes. I actually wanted to test something with slopes. That's another nice thing about the Adobe is you have all the options. So you can stand on slopes, but they do feel a little bit harder to kind of get on. So that could be another element of difficulty. But I'm going to go get some block phasers and see if we can't do some cool stuff with those. Alright, I think I figured out a way to do this. I'm using a sensor as the power input. Sensor to an inverter gate. I put 4 delay gates for no reason. But basically, if I stand on this block, 4 seconds later, I mean, this would obviously be shorter, these pop up. So that's one way we could do kind of like a fun Mario experience. And then if I wait too long, they'll be gone. We can even put this like under the water. You know, these are pretty cool blocks. So that's an interesting way to do it. You know what? Let's just do this right now. Let's just do this. So now it should be pretty quick. And then you'd have to be pretty quick to get off the block, yeah. So that'd be a really cool way to do sort of a moving obstacle course. That's a really easy circuit too. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to use this right now. I kind of want to finish just this first part of it. I want to finish this first part of it right now. It takes a bit of time to put this together. So you got to test the jump. Walden just came over and tried it. He looked like he was struggling a bit, but he got through it. I kind of want to finish this first part. I think I want just a completely plain one, and then maybe we will add in some mechanics afterwards. Like once we get to the island, maybe we'll add some cool mechanics and whatnot. But for now, I want it to be pretty much a straight shot to the island, and then we'll figure it out from there. It also might be kind of cooler to do it like from the island outwards or something. Eventually this might be a rather large obstacle course if I just keep adding to it. But anyway, that's a kind of a cool circuit to play with the mechanic of an obstacle course. And for now, I'm going to just finish this one. And yeah, I could get some slopes in there. Get some slopes in there, you know? We got a nice little course here. What side should I try it out on? You can see the white isn't overly predominant. You can get through most of it without having to use the center. Let's go red. Let's go red for no real reason. I think if I get this first try, there's some that are actually very difficult, but all possible. I did make sure of that. They are all possible. They are just difficult some of the time. They're just hard some of the time. But, okay. Whew, that's a far one. This is kind of cheaty, but I'm okay with it. I'm just trying to show you guys. So this slope section, this like last section here is really hard, but each one is possible. So that's kind of cool. See, that's why it gets hard. But you can kind of... Also, getting out of the water sometimes is so freaking annoying. Sometimes it shoots you like 60 feet up in the air. I actually did that, and then it does this. The water in this game, buggy as heck. But sometimes it'll shoot you like 60 feet up, and I landed on one of these pads after doing that, and it killed me. And I was so floored by that. Oh my goodness. It is possible to go from that slope to this. It's just hard. It's these slopes, the slopes and the stairs. Sometimes if you hit like the right corner, oh my god, this is embarrassing. If you hit the right corner of the slab, stairs, slopes, you can just like stick it. But yeah, sometimes it has to be so specific. Oh my goodness, this is not going well. So this is, I think, the hardest jump in this. So it goes from this slope to like a slope that much higher. It is possible. It's just really tricky. It basically takes advantage of the mechanic. Like if you hit So I was showing it in that one where I did the trapdoor elevator. If you hit the edge of a slope, like just enough, it goes up. You go up, or a slab has the same mechanic. So you can kind of jump like 2.5 blocks tall, which is what this is taking advantage of. It's just really difficult. Okay. Oh my goodness, come on. Come on, game, register that space bar. No, see, you have to sprint jump, but I think it's the server right now. It's like registering the sprint and not the jump. Yeah, so you need to sprint jump, but right now the server's being real difficult with me. Alright, here we go. Right on the edge. Okay, let's see if I have any luck on the blue side. See if I have any luck on the blue side. I can't even stand on it right now. Oh my goodness, this fucking water. Why did I build this? Why did I build this? That's it, we're tearing it down. We're tearing it down, we're done, it's over. No, I just made this jump actually. I built it and then thought, no, we can't do that. Turns out you can make this jump. I did it. It took me a while last time. The server wasn't nearly as bad as it is right now. Anywho, you can make that jump. One day I will prove it to you when the server's not as bad as it is right now. You can kind of tell, after building this and playing around, you can definitely tell when the server's having a struggle because it just like doesn't register the sprint jump. Like if you're sprinting and you jump. Anyway, not important. This is the thing. It ends here at the moment. So I'm going to make this just a 3-long platform so it's very clear this is sort of the end. I was going to put a sensor in with lights, but I think I want to expand on this. Maybe. I'm torn if I want to expand on it or have like a different game. Maybe make it so that there's these platforms where it could be over or you could keep playing. So what I'm thinking is we're going to come to the center and then the blue team will go out this direction, red team that direction, maybe meet up in the middle again. I'm not really sure. But the way I've sort of been playing with this stuff is that you can actually have like a few teams in Creativerse because there are some other colors of blocks. You can do like purple and stuff. So we could do like 4-player ones as well. But this was more or less an experiment to check out, you know, just to play with the different jumps and stuff. Whew, okay, well this was super embarrassing for anyone who ever thought I was good at platforming, which if you've seen any of the Poi stuff, you know I'm not. You know I'm not good at it. Oh, goodness. But I think it's kind of fun. I think it's kind of a cool project. Next time I build one, I kind of want to play with the mechanics like this thing, where like blocks disappear and whatnot. I think that could be really cool. I also want to build a glider course over here. There's a few things I want to build. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it was a bit kind of sporadic and random, but you know, build a room at the museum. Now that the museum's at the point where it's just like filling those rooms right now, it kind of feels like it's not... Like, unless it's a big project that I have, it feels like I can sort of do it and then do something else. So, let me know what you guys think about this. Because I'm curious what you guys think about it. You can make that last jump. I'll try it next time, maybe. But you can make it. Anyway, leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment what you guys think. I'm curious to see if you guys like it. I went with the Adobe, mostly because I didn't want to dig siltstone. And I was a little worried the blue would like look too much like the water, but honestly, if you're having trouble differentiating those two, I mean, you gotta get your eyes checked. And I like that it's mirrored on either side, it's kind of cool. But anyway, leave a like if you enjoyed, comment what you guys think, subscribe for more Creativerse, all of that jazz, and I'll catch you guys later. Ciao!